Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the next part of the butterfly bouquet, which I have got an example of, which we actually did finish. So there's one here which I did on Facebook, which is actually finished. So that's what we're working towards, that sort of a finish. But the one we're actually doing is with different flowers. These are made with craft foam. So what I'm going to do is I've showed you how to make some of these flowers on my other videos. So if you want to look back, you'll be able to see them on the other videos. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to stick these flowers in, because basically I handmade all of these. Stick these flowers in where I want them to go. Okay, I've got my glue gun here, so I'm just going to stick those in like this. It's quite difficult to put them in actually because of the petals sometimes get in the way a bit, so I could bring this down a bit. I think we're okay. I think I'm just going to basically stick those, and what I'm going to do is afterwards I'm going to show you how to make these smaller flowers. So what I do here is I just stick the I'm just gluing the glue onto the actual flowers where I want them to go. The smaller ones, they go higher up, so I stick them onto the flowers rather than onto the base of the bouquet. So yeah, just a second, let me just move this. Maybe if I move this in a bit and move this down slightly, you might be able to see a bit more of what I'm doing. So I'm just sticking these in. These are made with craft foam. If you don't know who I am, my name's Kim and I create bespoke wedding bouquets, and I connect with you online to create the bouquet of your dreams. Okay, so that's what I do. Okay, so anything that you would like me to create, let me know. For your wedding day, let me know. Let's take that out for a minute because it'll make it easier for me to stick that on there, and then I'm going to stick this one in here like that. So we're kind of virtually the same, doing the same on both sides. Okay, there we are. So that's that one. So we've stuck those in, and this one as well. Okay, what I want to do now is put these ones in, and I want this to be kind of similar to stick similar to the other side. So I'm going to put one here. I'm just putting the glue on here like this. Yeah, so this is your butterfly bouquet, and you can have any flowers, any colours you want really for this. There are some slight, this is going to be a bit different, okay? I can adapt to what kind of flowers you want. I think that's stuck down. But I'll explain to you why sometimes it's a little bit restricting with the flowers. It's to do with the shape of the flowers with this design, okay? So I'll let you know about that in a minute. Let me just, so we want another one here. I'm trying to make these so that they cover the gaps, but also so that they are kind of opposite each other. I say kind of because this isn't really, this design isn't as symmetrical as it could be. The way that I've cut it out isn't symmetrical as it could be. So we're just kind of doing this to cover the gaps up. And then what we'll do is we'll go along and we will put the smaller ones in the smaller gaps, the smaller flowers in the smaller gaps. And you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to basically go back and watch the video, and I'll be going, no, don't put it there, don't put it there. Oh dear. And so in the UK here, it's very hot at the moment. I'm so hot, I can't even think what I'm saying at the moment. So yeah, please go gentle on me if you watch this video. Okay, so there we go. So I think that will stay on there. If not, I can always put some more glue on it later on. Okay, so I'm just going to basically just put some glue. I'll put the glue on the flowers because these are raised. They need to go, the glue needs to go on the flowers. Okay, so that kind of works symmetrically. I'm not going for dead symmetrical. If you wanted that, I could do it for you, but this is the first time I've done this design on YouTube. The other one, like I said, was done on Facebook the same way, except with different flowers. Okay, right. I don't like to repeat myself too much because I know some people, they watch these videos through, and I don't want to be saying the same things. So anyway, if you come on, it'd be lovely to know what you think about this project. So I'm just going to put this bud in here, kind of looking at the camera as well as I'm doing this to see that I'm in the shot. Okay. Yeah, let me know what you think. Maybe you might want to try to make this yourself. You might want to. Okay, so that maybe could be facing out a bit more, but that's okay. I think we'll get away with that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make these flowers, this one and this one, and then I'm going to stick them into the bouquet. As you can see, we are almost finished with this, almost finished. What we've got to do is just fill in the gaps, and what I'm thinking of doing around the edge, because like I said before, I haven't said this yet, but the depth of the flowers are a little bit different and they're a bit more rounded around the edge. So I'm thinking of not putting the ribbon, but just putting some of these daisies around the edge on the outside of the bouquet. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll just place them around the outside like that. And I'll start doing it off camera, and I'll probably come back and show you that bit as well. But first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make these smaller flowers. If you saw how I did the daisies, it's very similar way to that. So I'm not going to do too much cutting out on here because I actually did do the cutting out on the other video before. I think it was before this one. Okay, and I will be numbering these videos so you know where to go back to if you want to see certain bits and pieces. Okay, so right, so I'm just going to bring this, if I can. If it falls out, I'm sorry. I'll try not to. I've got funny tripod here and I need to get it fixed. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I've got these pieces cut out, and you can go back on the other video and see how that's done. And what I'm going to do is just place that onto my iron. You can also see how this is done as well. But what I want to show you is how I mould it differently to the daisies, to the other flowers that I've got on here. So basically what you do is you mould it inwards. Okay, the other ones were flat, and these ones are different. So you basically just, because you want a different shape, you just mould them the way you want them to be. So you're just moulding them in the palm of your hands and just pushing them upwards to make this lovely cup shape. Okay, that's how you make the smaller flowers in between. And then we've got the buds, and the buds are exactly the same, except you're pushing your petals up a little bit further to make your bud, and you're just kind of forming your petals the way you want them. Okay, now I'm going to have to work out how many I want on here. So yeah, so that's what you do. So you're just basically pushing your petals a bit further together. Okay, I have limited amount of space on my phone,